Imagine waking up tomorrow feeling just a little stronger. Not needing to grab onto the wall for balance. Not struggling to get out of your favorite chair. Not worrying about every little step you take outside. Now imagine that feeling growing stronger every single day, simply because of one daily habit. One thing you can do right at home, without expensive equipment, without a gym membership, and without complicated routines. Most people think that after 70, leg weakness is just a normal part of life. That losing strength, needing a cane, maybe even fearing a fall, is just how it goes. But what if that's not true? What if there's a way to reverse that slow decline? What if you could rebuild the strength you thought you lost, and even gain more than you had before? It's not a miracle. It's not some trendy exercise fad. It's simple. It's safe. And best of all, it's something you can start today. So what's the habit? Hold on, because first, you need to understand why this matters more than you think. When your legs start to lose their strength, it doesn't just mean moving a little slower. It's a warning sign, one that too many people ignore until it's too late. You see, leg muscles are the foundation of your independence. They keep you steady when you walk, they power you up from a chair, they catch you if you stumble. But when those muscles weaken, even everyday tasks become risky. Every year, millions of older adults suffer falls. And most of those falls aren't just bruises, they lead to broken hips, broken wrists, hospital stays, and long recoveries. Some never fully bounce back. A fall can strip away the ability to live alone, drive, or even walk without assistance. Here's the scary part: once muscle loss starts, it accelerates fast. Scientists have a name for it, sarcopenia, and it's like quicksand. If you don't fight back, you sink deeper and faster with every passing month. And it's not just about the legs. Weaker leg muscles mean weaker balance. Weaker balance leads to more falls. More falls mean injuries, fear, and a shrinking world where you stop doing the things you love: walks in the park, shopping trips, playing with grandkids, dancing at weddings. Even worse, once fear sets in, many people move even less, thinking they're being careful. But ironically, moving less makes the legs even weaker, making falls even more likely. It's a dangerous cycle. And here's the brutal truth: the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to rebuild your strength. But there's good news, because today could be the day you break that cycle. Today could be the day you plant your feet firmly, take control, and start climbing back up. It doesn't require hours of exercise or painful routines. It just requires one simple daily habit. And the earlier you start, the faster you see results. But before I tell you exactly what that habit is, you need to understand why our legs betray us after 70, and why it's not your fault. If you've noticed your legs feeling weaker over the years, you might wonder, why now? Why does it seem like everything was fine? And then, almost overnight, it got harder to move with confidence? The answer lies deep inside the body, where changes are happening long before you even notice them. After the age of 30, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass, about 3 to 5% per decade. But after the age of 70? That rate of loss doubles. That means if you aren't actively maintaining your muscles, they begin to waste away much faster than before. And it's not just about muscle size. It's about muscle fibers, the tiny strands that allow your muscles to react quickly and keep you stable. Those fibers shrink, weaken, and some even disappear completely with age. Circulation slows down too, meaning your muscles aren't getting the fresh oxygen and nutrients they need to stay healthy and strong. Add in another factor: inactivity. Modern life, especially as we age, makes it far too easy to sit more and move less. A few hours on the couch here. Skipping a daily walk because it's cold outside. Choosing the elevator instead of the stairs. These little choices add up. And every day that muscles go unused, they become just a little bit weaker. There's a phrase you might have heard: use it or lose it. It's not just a catchy saying, it's biological truth. When you stop challenging your muscles, your body thinks, we don't need this strength anymore, and starts breaking it down. Now, don't be too hard on yourself. It's not weakness, laziness, or failure. It's human nature, and the way our bodies are wired. The real mistake isn't slowing down a little. The real mistake is thinking there's nothing you can do about it. Because the truth is, your body is always ready to respond. Even after 70. Even if you feel like you've lost a lot. Your muscles are waiting for a signal. A simple, daily challenge that tells them, wake up. Get strong. We still have living to do. And that's exactly what the right daily habit can provide. But first, let's talk about why most people who try to get stronger end up frustrated, and what you must avoid at all costs. When most people realize their legs are getting weaker, they jump into action, but they often choose the wrong actions. Maybe it's signing up for a high-intensity exercise class meant for 20-year-olds. Maybe it's trying to jog around the block after years of not running at all. Maybe it's lifting heavy weights at the gym without proper guidance. And in almost every case, they end up feeling defeated. Their knees hurt. Their back aches. They get sore, tired, and discouraged. Some even injure themselves, which sets them back even further. It's heartbreaking, because they had the right idea, they wanted to get stronger. But they didn't have the right strategy. You see, the problem isn't lack of effort. The problem is trying to do too much, too fast. Overloading muscles that have been resting for years only shocks the body, and not in a good way. That's why the answer isn't a hard workout. It's not a complicated gym machine. It's not a magic pill. The real secret is something so simple, so safe, and so natural. You might even be doing it already without realizing it. But when you do it the right way every day, it can change your life. Are you ready to find out what it is? It's called the sit-to-stand exercise, and it's as simple as it sounds. You sit down in a sturdy chair. Then you stand up without using your hands, if possible. Then you sit back down again, in a slow, controlled way. And you repeat. That's it. No fancy equipment. No confusing instructions. No pressure. But don't be fooled by how easy it looks. This one move is a powerhouse when it comes to rebuilding leg strength, balance, and even confidence. Why is this so effective? Because sitting and standing are movements you do every single day. They use the major muscle groups in your legs, your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. They train your body for real-world strength, the kind that keeps you steady on your feet. And here's something important, it also trains your balance. Every time you shift your weight forward and push up from the chair, you're challenging the tiny stabilizing muscles in your ankles, knees, and hips. These muscles are critical for preventing falls, but they often get ignored in traditional workouts. Now, let's talk about how to do it safely. First, choose a sturdy, stable chair that won't slide. If you feel unsteady, place the chair against a wall for extra support. If you need to, use your hands lightly at first, but over time, the goal is to rely more and more on your legs. Start small. Maybe just 5 repetitions a day. Or even 3, if that feels right. The key is to do it every day, making it as much a part of your routine as brushing your teeth. Over time, as your strength builds, you'll find you can do more. Maybe 10 repetitions. Maybe even 15. Some people even like to time themselves. How many sit-to-stands can I do in 30 seconds? And track their progress week by week. You'll be amazed how quickly you can feel and see the difference. Your legs will feel firmer. Your knees will feel more stable. You'll walk with more confidence. You'll get out of chairs, car seats, and beds with less struggle. And most importantly, you'll be protecting your independence for years to come. It might feel slow at first. You might wonder if it's really working. But don't stop. Because every sit-to-stand you complete is a message to your body, I'm not giving up. I'm getting stronger. I'm here to live, and live well. And just as important as what you do, is knowing what you should never do when rebuilding your strength. And sadly, this is where so many people unknowingly sabotage themselves. Now that you know the simple habit that can rebuild your leg strength, it's just as important to know the traps that can derail your progress, or worse, leave you feeling worse than when you started. First and foremost, avoid pushing too hard, too fast. It's easy to get excited. You do your sit-to-stands for a few days, feel a little stronger, and think, maybe I'll double my reps. Maybe I'll add weights. But your body needs time. Your muscles, your joints, your balance, they all need a chance to rebuild at their own pace. Rushing the process leads to soreness, strain, and even injury. And nothing kills motivation faster than pain. Remember, slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. Steady, gentle progress will get you further than any burst of overexertion ever will. Second mistake, ignoring pain signals. If you feel sharp pain, not just muscle tiredness, but real pain, stop immediately. Your body is sending a warning. Pushing through real pain can lead to serious setbacks like torn muscles or strained joints. It's always better to back off, rest, and ease back in later, than to push through and regret it. Third, neglecting the other pillars of strength. Movement is powerful, but your body also needs fuel and rest. Eating enough protein helps your muscles rebuild after every sit-to-stand session. Getting enough sleep gives your body time to repair and grow stronger. Without good food and good rest, even the best daily habit won't work as well as it should. And finally, comparing yourself to others. You might hear about someone your age doing 20 sit-to-stands a day, running marathons, or lifting heavy weights. Good for them, but that's their journey, not yours. Your path is your own. What matters is that you show up every day, you do what you can, and you celebrate the small wins. Because every repetition, every effort, is proof that you're investing in yourself and your future. Avoid these common mistakes, and you'll be amazed at what's possible. You're not just building stronger legs. You're building a stronger life. And now, let's talk about how you can turn this into a daily routine you'll actually look forward to, and how to stay motivated, even when life gets busy. Starting a new habit at any age can feel overwhelming. But the beauty of the sit-to-stand exercise is in its simplicity. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. You just need to take one small, steady step each day. Here's how to make it stick. First, pick a time that fits naturally into your day. Maybe it's right after you brush your teeth in the morning. Maybe it's while you're waiting for your coffee to brew. Maybe it's after your favorite TV show finishes. Tie it to something you already do, and it becomes almost automatic. Second, start small and be proud. If you can only do 3 sit-to-stands today, that's 3 victories. Tomorrow might be 4. Next week might be 6. Progress isn't about leaps and bounds, it's about showing up. Third, listen to your body. Some days you'll feel stronger. Some days you might feel tired. That's normal. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is consistency. If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Just pick it back up the next day and keep going. Fourth, celebrate every milestone. Maybe you'll notice you can get up from the couch a little easier. Maybe you'll catch yourself walking taller. Maybe you'll realize you're not grabbing the handrail as often. Those are huge wins, and they deserve celebration. Finally, remember, you're not just doing this exercise to build muscles. You're building freedom. The freedom to move confidently. The freedom to stay active, to travel, to hug your grandkids tight without worrying about balance. Every sit-to-stand is a step toward that freedom. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Your strongest years could still be ahead. Maybe you've been told it's too late. Maybe you've even told yourself that. But today, you know better. Today, you know that strength isn't just for the young, it's for the determined. Every time you rise from that chair, you're rising into a stronger future. One small, powerful step at a time. Your journey doesn't end at 70. It doesn't end at 80. It doesn't end at 90. It ends when you say it does. And until then, you have every reason, and every right, to live strong, move free, and enjoy every moment ahead.